You know, I could take the easy way out and just declare certain entities that have previously appeared on the Matt Murphy Radio Show or my nincompoops in the news today, and I would easily win. But I'm not going to do that. It's 7 minutes after the hour of 6 o'clock. Thank you to Representative Johnny Garrett. We were going to have Johnny on to talk about his support of Matt Van Epps and his candidacy in the 6th Congressional District. He's running for the open seat. It is open because John Rose is running for governor, and he agreed to shift until 6:30, 6:35, and we appreciate Johnny for that. Thank you for being with us. Super Talk 99.7 WTN. You can join in the conversation. Not a lot of calls, although, I mean, we've had them. We've just had so many guests today, so I appreciate your patience. 615-737-9986, 615-737-9986 if you'd like to get involved, either via the Super Text line or on the phone lines, and a lot of you are on the Super Text line. So thank you to Joe Gruters, who is the chairman of the Republican National Committee. Thank you to Alice Rowley, former, a political figure, very political savant, if you will, former candidate for mayor. And thank you to Terry Christie, who is a candidate for the 7th Congressional District, running as an independent and is asking for your vote. And I think most of you know what to do. Any thoughts on Terry's appearance on the show there, Jackson?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah. I'm ready.
I posted up the photo you took of me. By the way, Ken Weaver.
Yes, sir.
You just do the news?
I just do the news, boys.
I just push the buttons while he does the news.
Oh, yes.
Several of you have asked me this question, and I think it merits an honest answer. And obviously, if I give you an answer, it's going to be honest. And the question was, why did I keep Terry Christie on for the length of time that I did? It was because I was enjoying it.
You're a sick man, Matt Murphy.
But the weird thing was, I think she came in thinking that I was going to be mean to her. I don't feel like I was mean to her.
You've been much meaner to people in just the short time I've been here.
I mean,
including me.
I just don't get it. Hey, you fellas ready for some nincompoops? I think I'm ready for some nincompoops. It's time. I mean, I'm not really ready for some nincompoops, but I'm going to make myself ready because it's time for nincompoops in the news on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. This is an opportunity for Ken Weaver, for Jackson Williams, and for Matt Murphy to enter the arena of intellectual combat. We find as our partners nincompoopery from around the globe, and we present them in the arena, and you get to judge us by voting for who you believe the nincompoop of the day is.
Who won on Wednesday?
It was me.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, it was me.
I think it was Jay Harper.
No, it was me.
People like Jay.
I understand that people like Jay, but it was me. You know why?
Because you don't remember. If you can tell me your story from Wednesday.
It was about that naked fella.
No.
That peed on the people. Oh, no, that's today. Here we go. I'm just going to go ahead with my story.
I know where you got your story from.
I'm worried you're going to steal it.
It's the smoking gun from today, right?
It's the Peace Spree. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to use that tomorrow.
Okay, well, good.
Actually, no nincompoops tomorrow.
Oh, see, no. Oh, by the way, we should announce 24 hours in advance. We're out at the Men of Valor location, Valor Ridge, raising money for that wonderful organization. So we will not have nincompoops in the news tomorrow. So we will take it back up on Wednesday. I'll tell you what, as long as Ken Weaver's nincompoop doesn't have anything to do with urine, he can go first.
It does not.
Yeah, then you get to go first, Ken.
I'll go second.
You boys ready?
Yes.
This is out of Louisville, Mississippi. Santa Claus arrested for shoplifting Christmas decor. A holiday heist turned bizarre on Sunday when a man dressed as Santa Claus was arrested for allegedly trying to steal a cart full of Christmas decorations from a local store. Police identified the suspect as 48-year-old Jarris Johnson, who witnesses say was, quote, very committed to the role, complete with a red suit, hat, and fake beard. Store employees reported Johnson attempted to leave without paying for the festive items, prompting a call to law enforcement. Officers arrived to find Johnson still in costume, pushing the cart toward the parking lot. He was taken into custody without incident and booked on shoplifting charges. Authorities say the case stands out for its unusual holiday twist. One officer joked, "We've seen shoplifting before, but not from Santa himself." Johnson remains in jail pending a court appearance.
Why was that so funny, kid?
I don't know, man.
Ken's going to win.
Santa, I have a. My
you ever seen Bad Santa?
I've not. I've been told I need to.
You're going to get that's going to be one of your Christmas movies.
Because we're cranking the movies back up.
Because
this
Matt
Friday,
wanted to take 2 weeks off.
We took 2 weeks off for the Thanksgiving thing.
Jack and Jill was so bad,
I had
Matt
to take
Murphy
a break.
had to take 2 weeks off.
I can't get that crap out of my head. So, so we're doing holiday movie. We're doing Christmas space movie. I've never seen Bad Santa, but would love that as a Christmas movie. No, I just Santa Claus stealing things.
That's not right.
That's no good. I feel like you should just let.
Maybe he's fallen on hard times.
Well, maybe so.
Inflation. Those elves are.
I know, not a lot of believers. I mean, in the elves, when they unionize and then they're demanding better wages and better pay and,
heaters,
step stools and whatever. I mean, come on.
Step stools.
I mean, you got to get up to that little workbench. No, my favorite, I don't know why this makes me think, I've got to get my holiday festive attire out. I got a little bucket, it's got all the Christmas stuff in it. My favorite shirt. Well, I got one that says Feliz Navidad, bitches. But then I have another one that says, yes, you can say that. But then I have another one that it's Santa Claus, old school Santa.
Yeah.
And it says, I do it for the hose.
Please stop naming T-shirts.
The way he does.
We're reaching the line.
Santa Claus does it for the hose. So, my story comes out of New Hampshire.
New Hampshire?
The New Hampshire woman known as Kinky Kelly on OnlyFans will spend the next few months behind bars for a criminal mischief spree during which she filmed herself
Goodness.
peeing on food at a supermarket.
Goodness.
Oh, no. What kind of food?
And on various items at a Marriott hotel.
What kind of items?
Well, I'm going to tell you the details, Jackson. I'm glad you asked. Kelly Tedford, 24, pleaded guilty to 6 Class A misdemeanors in connection with her vile antics earlier this year in Keene, a city in Cheshire County. I believe that this is a follow-up, by the way. I think we had this story originally when it happened, when she was arrested. Tedford was sentenced to 360 days in jail, but a judge suspended half of that custodial term. She'll be required to serve 180 days in jail. Additionally, she's ordered to pay $10,520.59 in restitution to the Monadnock easy for me to say, great googly moogly food co-op for contaminating grocery items, and she forced the business to discard inventory and sanitize the shelves. Tedford will also have to pay $500 to the Marriott Hotel, where she relieved herself on a comforter blanket, curtains, and an air conditioner unit.
Goodness.
An air conditioner unit. I bet that room smelled horrible.
She also defecated on the floor, so...
Goodness.
Tummy ache?
It's like Jackson after the Vandy game. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Detectives believe that Tedford's pee spree was recorded for subscribers. She's known as Kinky Kelly, describes herself. Well, I'm not going to get into all of that. Anyway, she's going to go to jail for 180 days, and rightly so. And she's not going to be allowed back in the Woolworths. So there you go. Jackson.
My real nincompoops are Tennessee defensive coordinator Tim Banks and the entire Tennessee Titans 2025 roster.
Duly noted.
But I do have a story for you today. Florida man arrested after building his own giant hamster wheel to try to cross the Atlantic Ocean. A man was arrested by the U.S. Coast Guard after trying to cross the Atlantic Ocean in a giant hamster wheel. Yes, as bizarre as it sounds, this really did happen.
What?
I'm going to call him Reza. Reza, who now lives in the U.S., originally from Iran, has actually made several attempts to travel long distances off the East Coast in his homemade watercraft. And several of those attempts got him in hot water with officials.
I ran into the ocean.
The giant hamster wheel creator said he wanted to run to London, We've seen some unique and unusual DIY projects, such as the man who turned his living room couch into a V8-powered beast, or the guy who spent a decade crafting a fully working submarine in his backyard. But this one just might take the cake. Over in Florida, Reza made a giant floating hamster wheel from buoys and wire, which is self-propelled by him running inside of it. While most of us would probably think twice about heading out into the ocean in such a craft, Reza has made several attempts to travel long distances with it. According to NPR, Reza tried to take the wheel out on voyages in 2014, 2016, and 2021. All were intercepted by the U.S. Coast Guard. He attempted it again in August 2023 when he was intercepted about 70 miles off the coast of Tybee Island, Georgia.
Don't you feel like this problem would just solve itself if you just let him go?
When he was stopped, he reportedly told officials he was trying to run to London in his DIY watercraft. A complaint filed against Reza by the U.S. Coast Guard said they quickly determined that he was conducting a manifestly unsafe voyage on the vessel that was afloat as a result of wiring and buoys.
Where'd he start? Myrtle Beach?
Florida.
So Florida. Okay.
To make matters worse, Reza had attempted to set off on the voyage as officials were preparing for a hurricane to arrive in the area. In December, he agreed in court to stop trying to embark on such voyages in the giant hamster wheel. Alongside that, court records show that he was also told he must allow the U.S. Coast Guard to safely dispose of the vessel and that he cannot build another one. Nonetheless, he's dead set on taking on the unusual challenge, but this time on dry land.
Is he starting from Miami or is he starting from like Jacksonville? Because there's a big difference.
I think Miami.
Okay.
Or
All right,
Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, I've got his distance.
Speaking to USA Today, he said he planned to run along China's Great Wall and raise money for charity at the same time, and declared he would never give up on his dreams, no matter how stupid.
So he's going to run in a hamster wheel on the China Wall?
I don't know if he can do that. You might trip. If you trip, you're pretty screwed.
It's his dream, Ken. He's not giving up on his dream. It's his dream to drown.
I think I got another one right under it. Man plugs 100 chargers into iPhone at once to see if it gives him an instant charge.
And?
No.
It give him a charge, I would think. Don't spit on his dreams, everybody. He won 4,330 miles is what I got.
That's how far he went?
Well, that's how far it is from...
I was getting ready to say, hell, he made it.
Did you say Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah.
Oh, I did from Jacksonville. So, I mean, that's how far it is from Jacksonville to London.
In a hamster wheel.
In a hamster wheel.
You're not making that.
I don't feel like you're going to make it.
You are going. I say this as respectfully as possible. You are going to die.
You're going to die.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't like agreeing with the authority here. I don't like agreeing with that. Like, I mean, I own a home. I own a hat that says on it, "To hell I won't." Right? I mean, so it's my life's mantra to defy whatever you damn authority figures are saying. But I got to say, I agree with the Coast Guard here. I think that is a manifestly unsafe vessel.
You are going to die.
You're going to die.
Maybe you ought to try it off the coast of Venezuela.
I don't think that would. I mean, once again, you are going to die.
That'll pop you twice. That'll pop you twice out there. I mean, what's the? I mean, is the hamster? I'm envisioning.
Does it deflect the sun because it's going to get unsafely hot in there?
Did y'all ever see? I'm envisioning the hamster wheel.
Yes.
Did y'all ever see the movie The Toy with Jackie Gleason and Richard Pryor? Oh my goodness, great movie. Could not do the movie today because it has a lot of slavery overtones. So Richard Pryor is kind of a ne'er-do-well cleaning man at a store. Anyway, his Jackie Gleason's son wants a toy, and he's told that he can have anything in the store. And Richard Pryor's in the store, and he wants Richard Pryor.
Oh,
and so they hire Richard Pryor to be his little guy. Anyway, so it's weird, but you'd have to watch it. But Jackie Gleason's excellent in it. Richard Pryor's excellent in it. And there's a scene where Richard Pryor is playing on what is called a Wonder Wheel.
Yeah.
And it's one of these big inflatables. He's Wonder Wheel, Wonder Wheel. That's what I'm envisioning. Is going across the Atlantic Ocean. So Richard Pryor was running. Does
he have a like this guy, Reza?
Uh-huh.
Does he have a Brita in there with him that can turn ocean water, filter the salt out?
I don't think.
I just think like if you like, because like also those things, they are heat conductors.
Jackson.
You're going to fry in there.
Jackson, I think in the last 2 minutes, you've thought more about this than Reza has. I really do.
I'm just saying.
I don't think Reza,
hate to say
it does not feel like this fella in your story is a long-term planner. Doesn't feel that way.
You need to be, or
That's
once
just
again,
me.
you are going to die.
I'm gonna die.
I want him. I want to see him running that hamster wheel on that Chinese wall.
Oh, that'd be good.
But if you fall,
Would y'all get in one of those big inflatable balls and roll down a hill?
No.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
No, yeah, I do, but no way.
I'd do it in a heartbeat.
I think
love
we should all do it.
I think we should all do it as a show. I think we should. We should race.
Put Ken Weaver in that hamster ball.
Come on, Ken. Get in the hamster ball with us. Everybody's doing
cover
it.
the news, boys.
You can do the news from a hamster ball. That is Nincompoops in the News. Toy's a very funny movie. 22 after the hour. We'll get you more of your calls. Johnny Garrett coming up after the bottom of the hour at Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Yes, indeed. We're having a good time on this Monday, Election Day. Oh, is tomorrow. You having that pumpkin cake there, Jackson?
Haven't yet.
Pretty good.
Think Weaver's going to get to it before I get to it.
Yeah, I think Weaver might have eaten it all in vamoosed. I mean, you know how it goes. I mean, he's got one more newscast to go, so he might want to get it out of his mouth before he follows up on that. One way or the other, let's continue with your calls. We got Johnny Garrett coming up at 6:35. He'll talk to us about why he is supportive of Matt Van Epps, what he sees in Matt that he believes in, and what can be done. And I'll ask Johnny this question. He might be listening. Is there anything that we can get done between now and, I don't know, March, April? I feel like March, April, it's a shutdown, right? I mean, they're all concerned about running for re-election. It feels like we can't get anything done beyond a year after an election cycle, and then things turn political nowadays. Mike is in Old Hickory.
How you doing, Matt?
Happy post-Thanksgiving, Mike.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, and don't want to put some rainwater on stuff, but right now the weather looks like that she's going to win pretty easily because the northern half of the 7th District is going to be under snow watch. They're going to be under ice and all that. So the voters and Republicans, historically, they're lazy. They don't go vote. And probably, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on this one, the Democrats have probably already got in their early ballots, mail ballots, whatever. But right now, if you have to have Mike Johnson and the President of the United States today intervene in this district today, that means they're worried. They're worried we're going to lose.
So I've heard this narrative, and I want you to help me understand it, Mike. So this is the only election going on right now, correct?
I don't know. This is apparently
okay. Mike, just use the sense that God gave you. It is a special election. It's the only election happening. So what's wrong with Mike? They need every vote that they can get. What's wrong with Mike? The Democrats use these talking points. Oh, they must be worried. They must be worried. And no, they want to win. And the president wants to express his opinion on the race. Mike Johnson does too. Why are the Democrats worried because they're bringing out tired ass Al Gore?
No, what the Republicans are worried about is they bring Mike Johnson right here physically to Tennessee in this district.
What's wrong with that?
Because they're worried that he's going to lose.
So you're blaming the Republicans for taking this race seriously. Is that what you're telling me?
This should be a 30-point win for Van Epps.
No, it shouldn't be. You don't understand the district. You're expressing your ignorance if you think it should be a 30-point victory. It wasn't Mike. It wasn't a 30-point victory for Trump.
Yeah, I'm going to look. You go ahead and keep attacking me again like you do, but I'm telling you right now, this is the Democrats have run
Mike,
a very.
I'm asking you why you what do you want the Republican? Do you want Mike Johnson to stay home?
I want Mike Johnson, yes, because that was
okay. So you want the Republican National Committee to stay home. You want Trump to stay home. You want all those people to stay home. And then if she gets close, you'll blame them for not participating in the election.
The RNC should have never had to even come down here. This is Middle Tennessee, Matt. This is Nashville. This is right up the state, up and down.
This is a part of a district that used to vote blue every 2 years. Don't you understand that we redrew the?
Yes, I do.
We redrew the lines. This is half of the old 5th. This is half of the old 5th district, Mike.
And why does he keep voting blue? And now it's going to be blue again
because it's Nashville, pal.
And we're going to lose because
Who's we? Who's we? You got a mouse in your pocket? Who's we? Are you a Republican now? I thought you said last week you weren't a Republican.
Not well. I guarantee you, when we lose tomorrow, I won't be.
Wait. So you're a Republican. You're a Republican today,
Matt. You're going to understand something. Why would the Speaker of the House and the President of the United States come to some little district down here in Middle Tennessee?
Because
they're worried about losing the House.
We need to win this election. That's why.
Because we're going to lose the House if we don't. And that's why they're down here.
You won't lose it. The margins are razor thin. You don't need to lose this race.
Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I'm done. It's the stupidest argument that I've heard out of the Democrats, and Mike is just amplifying it. Oh, why is Mike Johnson down here? Because he wants to win. Well, he wants to win. This is the only election going on right now. These elections are important. Oh, they're scared. They're scared. What are you talking about? You don't obviously understand the dynamics. I mean, maybe you do, Mike. I mean, it's a plus 12 district. It's a plus 14 district. It should be a fairly easy race, and I think it'll end up being a 10-point race. But you take every contest seriously. If they weren't down here, you'd be faulting them for not taking it seriously. Right now, by the way, Jackson, you're getting accused after Nincompoops in the News of being a Packer fan. And I'll let you answer on that in a minute. After we take a break, after we do the news, after we talk to Representative Johnny Garrett, we'll find out why Jackson Williams, a.k.a. Action Jackson, a.k.a. Y2J, a.k.a. Truffle Willie, has decided that he is throwing out the Tennessee Titans and rolling with the Packers.
Let's just do it now.
Okay, do it now.
Okay, so would you agree? Hold up. I'll put myself on camera here. There we go.
There you go. You look good.
You know who?
Old 92.
You know whose jersey this is, right?
That's Reggie's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know where he went to college?
One of the greatest defensive linemen in the history of the game. Where'd he go to college, Jackson?
He went to the University of Tennessee.
UT.
Same place I went.
UT.
Also, this jersey's really sharp. Looks really cool.
It looks good.
Got it for Christmas a couple years ago.
That's nice.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, though, Matt. I told you this already. I saw Vols pull over.
Uh-huh.
One I've been wearing a lot.
Uh-huh.
Saw Titans pull over.
Ugh.
And then I saw Reggie. I decided today was a Reggie day.
Good for you. Good for you.
One of my favorite players of all time.
He was great.
I did a report on him in the 6th grade.
You know what he was, Jackson? He was a disruptor. He was a disruptor.
Won a Super Bowl.
He walked on the Reggie Jackson. Reggie White walks on the field. He disrupts the offense.
Like I disrupt your radio show.
Yes, like you do. It's 34 after the hour on Super Talk. I just got a text message. Hey, Gail, it's Robin. I'm reaching out to see if you'd be open to talking about the property at 1610 36th Avenue North, Birmingham.
Hey, Gail.
Yeah, so I've had this before. I don't know how my number got. I've had my telephone number for, I don't know.
150 years?
Sure. And you know what my response to this was? It says, hey, Gail, it's Robin. I'm reaching out about this property. You know what my response is? Sure. She said, I want to see if you're open to talking about it. And I responded, sure. Let's see what I get back.
Okay. We'll monitor the situation.
Let's monitor the situation because I'm going to sell this property if I have any ability to. Should I ask for Bitcoin or Venmo or what? You know what I mean?
Let's get Bitcoin.
Let's welcome in our next guest who was gracious enough to move his slot just a little bit because we're running horribly late. And not that he has not heard this in the past. This is probably tired and old. But my producer, Jackson Williams, who's not had a lot of victories over the last couple of days, being a Titans fan and being a Vols fan, asked me to introduce our next guest this specific way. Representative Johnny Garrett joins us on the program. Here's Johnny.
Well, thanks, Gail, for having me on today.
What's up, brother? You doing all right?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm well. I just, you know what? I saw your post. I love it. I know that you are currently repping your district up there in the Goodlettsville area. I know that you're running. for the 6th Congressional District, but you spent some time also encouraging people to get out and vote for Matt Van Epps. And I just wanted to talk with you about that and the importance of this election.
Oh, it's very important. We need all the conservatives we can possibly muster up there in D.C. to bring a little Tennessee to D.C., and Matt Van Epps is going to be that person, that congressman. I can't wait to celebrate with him tomorrow his victory, and I think he is going to win this election tomorrow, no doubt. I mean, no doubt in my mind.
Well, we were talking to Joe Gruters earlier today, the Republican National Committee chair who's in the state, along with Speaker of the House Mike Johnson. As you well know, Donald Trump did a couple of telephone calls in a variety of stops today, encouraging people to get out to the polls tomorrow. But each of them described the importance of this singular seat and the idea that if we do not achieve this seat, if somehow I can't imagine a way that this happens, but somehow crazy Afton Bain wins the election tomorrow. I mean, I can't even fathom it. But should that happen?
I can't either. I mean, even Nashville, I don't think we'll pick a congressman that hates Nashville. Right.
I mean, right. I mean,
like Afton does.
how many different ways can you disqualify yourself? And Afton has done it in one way or another, saying she hates Nashville, saying she hates country music. You know what? I don't begrudge her all of these positions. At least she was being honest back in the day, 2-3 years ago. Now she's trying to clean it up and clean it out, and she's not having a lot of success with it.
No, she's having selective amnesia at the point of her real views towards her representation of Nashville. It's a real shame that she's an elected member of the General Assembly and she hates the very places she represents.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, but that's the state of where we are, right? We have President Trump is winning. President Trump has won at just about everything they possibly can do. And by the way, Matt, this is the only election taking place in December for Congress in the country. So, of course, people are going to be, one, excited about it, paying attention to it, and making sure we get the word out because people aren't used to voting in December, right? So the fact that the speaker is coming, the fact that the president called in this morning and I was there and heard that firsthand is just a testament of what this country still needs and is yearning for what President Trump's policies are doing for America. And I can't wait for Congressman Matt Van Epps to be included in that, be included in what we've been able to see President Trump's successes of the short 10 months that he's been in office. I mean, it's incredible. That's how important this election is.
You know, I get it a lot from our listening audience. They get frustrated about what's taking so long. And I think of it as a huge ship. I mean, the ship of state, if you will, is so ginormous. I think it's impossible to really contemplate mentally. And it takes a minute to stop that steaming in the direction that the Democrats and Joe Biden had it steaming. And I give a little grace to that. I mean, patience wears out eventually. But can you speak to that? I mean, I know that as you canvass the 6th and talk to people about your upcoming election cycle in 2026, as you talk to people in the 7th, I get the general sense that they're frustrated with the speed of things, and I just have to beg of them to be patient. I believe that Mike Johnson wants to get to 12 separate appropriation bills. I believe that he wants to right-size the budget and get back to a balanced budget. I believe that the Republican members of the Congress want those things too.
Absolutely, and look at the only answer to what the Democrats had was the Schumer shutdown, was to actually force Americans to pay for the health care of illegals and also $1.5 trillion more in spending like we need to do that. Sure, it takes time, but I believe, again, and I've said this many, many times even on the stump, that the past 10 months, President Trump has been the most consequential president, I believe, of our lifetime, possibly ever, for what he's been able to accomplish. The big, beautiful bill hasn't even taken effect yet. The no tax on tips, overtime, Social Security. And if you go out and borrow a car, you can deduct that interest on those loans, which most Americans pay for their cars by financing them. We haven't even seen those results yet of the big, beautiful bill, President Trump's agenda, and we are about to, and it's going to get, in my opinion, sped up because it's going to, we're actually seeing the job getting done. And it's what President Trump's been talking about for years. Since he's been in politics and even before he entered into politics. Look at the deals that he's been making. I can't wait for Congressman Van Epps to be a part of that and represent the good people of the 7th District and represent Tennessee of what is left to do. We got a lot to do, but under President Trump's leadership and his agenda, we're going to get it done.
Representative Johnny Garrett is with us. He's also running for the 6th Congressional District, supporting Matt Van Epps, of course, in the 7th. And you know, I feel like most members of the General Assembly working in the House of Representatives, you know, look at Representative Afton Bain with, I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but kind of with a smile on your face.
Well,
like
sometimes the truth is tough.
I mean, you know,
right?
so I mean, she's a harmless, naive puppy where, you know, she might snap at you and but she has no authority to get any of her wild, wacky weirdness done in the state of Tennessee.
No,
thankfully,
she's not serious.
She's not a serious-minded person in the halls of the House of Representatives. What I am fearful of, though, and I want you to speak to her representation of 51 in the House, but then what I'm fearful of is if she got power, I think she's a true believer, sadly. I mean, she's very naive and very misguided, and she I don't think has ever experienced the real world the way the members of the 7th Congressional, District really have. But if she got any power, I think she would try to initiate some of this craziness.
It would be to the detriment of all Tennesseans, regardless of what party that you're in, to increase the size and the power of the government. And that's exactly what she would want to do. It doesn't work. We've seen it. We've seen how Tennessee is thriving. We have people from all of these blue states coming here because they're trying to get away from the very thing that she's advocating for her constituents. And it's falling, even, I believe, on her own constituents and her party's deaf ears by her own words when she wasn't running for Congress. I mean, she has, in my opinion, imploded her own campaign, her own credibility, and has confirmed what we've all believed and what we all witnessed in the General Assembly today, that she's not a serious state representative. Therefore, she would never, ever be a serious person in Congress because let's be honest, she's immature. I mean, look at her videos. Look at what she did with ICE, with our state troopers. I mean, these are the very people that are here to protect us, and she's bragging on her own social media about bullying those folks. What if there was a young child or a young girl or a young kid, a young boy looking at this, thinking that this person's an elected representative sitting in the General Assembly, and she is actively laughing about her bullying the police? I mean, that's just so unserious and so detrimental to why people want to serve this great state, this great country, no matter what you believe in. But that is an unserious person that, unfortunately, the Democrats thought it would be a good idea to nominate her as their representative for the 7th Congressional.
Well, and
laughable to me.
I pointed out this earlier, Johnny, because I hear a lot of people endorsing Matt Van Epps. I hear a lot of folks coming up and saying this guy's going to do well in Congress. This is our guy, yourself included. But the funny thing is, I've not heard many Democrats in the state of Tennessee endorsing Afton Bain. I mean, I might have missed it, but I don't think her opponents in the primary, Vincent Dixie or Copeland or I forget the third one. Oh, I'll get it in a second. But I don't see any of those folks endorsing Afton Bain. Bo Mitchell is the one I was thinking of.
That's right.
Those three won about a little less than 25% of the vote apiece, and I've not seen one of them endorse Afton Bain. I haven't seen Justin Jones endorse Afton Bain. Funny that.
That's true. Oh, and Kamala Harris has come, even though she didn't even mention him and wouldn't stand on the stage with her.
That's right.
I mean, that's what they've nominated. They're running from her. That's why I think even Nashville is not going to elect a person that hates Nashville. That's admitted to that. That's not a talking point. That's not something people are putting on a mailer and making up. Those are her own words that she has declared in this campaign that she wants to be the one to represent Nashville in Congress. People are running from her, and all of those that can hear my voice should do the same. They should get out, vote tomorrow for Van Epps. He will be I think, Matt, I think it's going to be 9, 10, 11 points.
Yeah.
I hope it's even closer to 15.
Yeah.
I really do. I think it's going to be, they're going to come out, they're going to vote tomorrow. They're going to see what the choices are. Someone that wants to grow government, someone that wants to limit your rights, that wants to make government more powerful, want to raise your taxes. She's already tried that in the General Assembly. She tries to brag on this sales tax reduction, but she doesn't tell you the other thing that she does is she raises your small business tax in order to pay for the reduction in sales tax. She leaves conveniently that part out. There's always going to be a tax for the Democrats to make government more powerful. And that's exactly what she's doing. And Tennesseans have already rejected that. We have already rejected that the past decade or more since the Republicans took over the majority.
Hey, look,
in the General
but don't.
Assembly. And look what we've got.
Well, she's got Al Gore coming out stumping for her, and Tennesseans reject.
Is he still a thing out there? Gail? Is he still?
I thought it was so
calling
funny.
You Gail, Matt.
Gail. Al Gore. Tennessee voted against Al Gore in 2000.
He couldn't win his own state in a presidential election. Guess what? If he did,
he would have been president.
He would have been president. But he was not raised here. He wasn't born here. He wasn't.
Everybody knows it. Everybody does it.
And they bring him back. So
listen, brother,
that's desperation right there, Matt.
I thank you for adjusting time. Thank you for coming on with us, and thank you for getting through an interview without mentioning UT. I appreciate you.
Oh, well, you just did it for me.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it's a heartbreaker.
I know it, brother. I know it, brother. I appreciate you. Take care.
Have a good one.
All right, there's Representative Johnny Garrett. Good Tennessee man. I knew I couldn't help myself.
Of course you can't help yourself.
What? What am I supposed to do?
Just bark.
Woof. Woof, woof.